Let's get ready to rumble!
Let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome to the historic Jackie Joyner Kersee Center here in East St. Louis, Illinois, where tonight we bring you the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitational. National Boxing sanctioned by the Ussery USA Boxing LBC number 22. The officials for tonight's bout are signed by the chief official, Mr. Joe Marshall, to my left. Tonight's juror is Keith Bell, your judge at ringside is senior Lucille Turd, Erlen Williams, James Lefty Bell. Your referees this evening are in fact John Graves and Joe Marshall. Representing ringside, Dr. Melvin Macklin, Your timekeeper and counting out downs, Mr. Thomas Royster. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? I can't hear you. Are you ready? Let's get this party started. Round number one. Pardon me. Round number one.
Let's get hold on.
Serena Vasquez, are you here? Serena Vasquez. Looking for Serena Vasquez. There you are. Gentlemen, first spot of the evening is a walkover. This 100-pound division. Your winner by walkover, Serena Vasquez. A round of applause for her, please. Let's get on to the show here. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Our second scheduled bout of the evening. Boxers to the ring, please. Boxers to the ring. Alex Maldonado and Dylan Ha.
All right. So we are here all set. Hi, everybody out there who's watching this on television. My name is Arthur Johnson, Arthur Flash Johnson, and of course this tournament is of course named after me, and it's kind of weird, kind of talking like in the third person, if you will. But we're going to try to enjoy this anyway. And our first bout from Indiana, Alex Mundo and Dalen Ha. Well, I always like to see
from the tune of Illinois, representing Hamilton Knucklehead Gym, Dylan.
This kind of competition take place. Two fighters from two different parts of the world come here to compete for the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitational. First round, Dylan Ha in the blue and Alex Maldonado in the red corner.
Let's go, Alex! Let's go, Alex!
They come out winging at each other. As you can see,
Good, Alex. Body,
both fighters really getting to it, getting at it right away. I always think the guy who's the most calmest in these types of situations come out on top.
There you go, Alex.
Good.
There you go, boy.
Combination there by
Stay on him, boy.
Alex,
There you go. Body,
putting
body,
it
up and
together.
down. There you go, Alex. Keep coming. Keep
Good
coming, baby.
combination of punches again by Alex.
Keep working. You're looking good.
And Dylan now tries to put a little distance between him and Alex.
There you go. Pivot, pivot.
Good body shot by Alex as he caves in here.
There you go, Alex. Come on, baby. There you go, baby.
Good combination again. Good combination there. Standing 8 count. Dylan getting his first standing 8 count. And Alex will try and add some more to that. Down goes. Perhaps that was a trip of some sort. Comes back out, Alex.
Let's go, Alex.
Putting punches together now. Oh my goodness, he's putting them together. More than one, more than two, and this is going to be stopped, I believe. No, second 8 count. Second 8 count. This is going to be stopped or it is going to be on the way to a stoppage. He doesn't look like he wants anything more to do with Alex at this point. Dylan. That's fight. Good fight. We'll pause briefly here. Back at it here, Dylan. Back at it here with Alex putting punches together here on Dylan. And Dylan now trying to dig hard. Trying to dig hard is Alex to add a little bit more pressure on Dylan as Dylan begins now to take a back step. Combination punches being thrown by Alex. Here in the second round, here at the Jackie Joyner Center in East St. Louis, Illinois, at the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitational. Oh, good combination here by Alex, and I think this is going to spell the end here by Dylan, and this fight is stopped after the second round. After the second round. You're going to go in the ring. You're going to go in the ring. You're going to present the award. Okay? All right, let me stand over your body. Okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Joe Marshall wisely stops this contest 1 minute 7 seconds of round number 2. Your winner, boxing out of the red corner, Alex Maldonado. Presenting the award is Zane. Zane, how are you? And my understanding is Zane designs the belt this evening. A round of applause for her. What an extraordinary job she did. Anyway. Reid and Calvin Smith.
joined here by my good friend Michael Cross, and we're going to sit here and maybe do a little bit of reminiscing and talking. So it's kind of weird. I've been talking about myself in the third person, if you will, because I'm also hosting this and as well as broadcasting.
These guys scoring, so you had them in the back and so they think it was a fight.
Yeah, tell them to go in the back. Right behind there, yeah. So Mike, we're here. Happy to have you join me. Mike Cross here, former amateur fighter. 156 pounds was his weight class. He was middleweight, Golden Glove champion.
Hands up, circle
Just
up.
done great. What do you think here?
Storming.
What do you think here, Mike? What do you think? That's Calvin over there in the white, and Beard in the black trunks here from North Carolina.
He need to get his hands up, man. This guy just stormed him just then. He was blocking. When you block something, you can't just block. When you're just trying to block, attempt to block, and the guy's just steady punching.
Right.
It gets you in trouble. You got to punch your way out of that block.
This is true. This is true. So Calvin will come back out now, try to add some more to what he just done. Derek now trying to get some distance to be able to use that long reach. That's what he's got to do in order to be effective. But Calvin is not to be denied. He is really welling away here. He's doing a pretty good job of switching, going from left to right.
Derek needs to get his head out of there. He got his head up kind of high.
Use your left. Jab. Jab it up.
Calvin Smith from Too Good Boxing, St. Louis, Missouri, against Reid from Dime Boxing in North Carolina.
Circle out. Work. Work. Come on.
Looked like Vic was able to muster up some
Yeah, work it, come on.
punches of his own, laying up maybe 2 or 3 consistently there. I'm looking at Calvin Smith. What do you see in this kid, Calvin Smith? He just seems like he's
It's a bulldog
just
type.
oh, yeah.
Bulldog gonna keep coming straight.
Come on, be up.
Gotta
Right.
use some lateral movement.
He's relentless.
Or you gotta
And you notice
bulldog
how
him
he
back.
switches? You notice how he switches from southpaw back to conventional?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. And
That's a good thing unless you got a guy that really know what he's doing, that know how to time you and do that. Then they get caught with your feet bad and you can get knocked down.
Exactly, exactly.
This kid here, he's pretty strong. That was a good shot there.
He was open to add some more to that.
Yeah.
So we're going into the third round now and looking at Calvin Smith. And
He's looking good over there.
Yeah.
He don't look too winded. Look like he's ready.
And what would you say Reid would have to do in order to turn this thing around?
Well, the number one thing, he's got to try to get his distance back. Get his distance. And when he's moving, avoiding, he's got to have to punch also. You can't just block. He's got to punch and move, because the guy's coming straight forward. I haven't seen good lateral movement, but he's coming straight ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
And dominating his fight at this point.
Right, so we're going to say that Vic's got to really step up the pace here a little more, use his distance, and not find himself smothering his own punches.
Yeah.
All right, here comes Calvin.
Well,
Calvin
eats Kevin's punches. Got to stop eating them.
Yes.
Use that left. Use that left.
Derek, Calvin now. Seems to be a pretty strong, when he goes southpaw like he is now, seems to be very much effective. And so I think his coach is telling him to stay southpaw. He's welling away here on Derek. Welling away here on Derek. Welling away here. Welling away. Combinations by Calvin.
Derek is just walking into punches and not throwing no punches. He's got some heart though. I like his heart. He's not trying to quit, and he getting hit with some good shots. There you go, good one. There you go.
Work. Come on, B. Push it. B, push it.
Kevin Smith using that little bit of movement that he's using to evade punches being thrown here by Vierick.
That 2 is there all day. Come on. He's tired.
Get him off you, Dick.
Come on, B. Work it. Work it. Good job, B.
Pretty good fight here between these two 123-pounders. Calvin
They come up
Smith.
with that weight class.
Well, actually not 123 pounds, my mistake. 132 pounds. 132 pounds, Calvin Smith from Too Good Boxing in St. Louis and Reid from Dime Boxing, North Carolina. All the way from North Carolina to win this title here, the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitational. 132 pounds.
I like his heart.
Calvin Smith will not be denied. Calvin Smith will not be denied and finishes the round strong. So great fight there.
Yeah.
Great fight.
Kevin Smith has some good heart. He has some good heart. Just got to get his skills level a little bit stronger because he wasn't able to stop the guy from just coming straight ahead.
Okay. Hold on a second. Mike, stay here and I'll be.
Okay. Well, we're waiting for the decision here. Kevin Smith and Ussery. Good fight. I'll give the bid to Kevin Smith. He was a little bit more strong and a little bit more explosive.
Let's take a moment to thank
But Reid
our sponsors, which
has a big heart, so he's got a good future if he continues boxing. But not today. Today, the better fighter, Kevin Smith.
To present the trophies for this bout, Mr. Dan Crawford representing Home Depot, the official sponsor of the Arthur Johnson Foundation.
And your winner in the 32 pounds.
3 rounds of action. So we go to the judges' scorecard. We have a decision. The decision goes to the blue corner.
Kevin Smith, your winner. Good bout. Kevin Smith, Too Good Boxing, St. Louis, Missouri. Be back, man.
And here we go. Our action continues, ladies and gentlemen.
Ready for heavyweights now.
All the evening.
Cal Leon Launity against Cody Roth. Belleville boxing.
Boxing out in the red corner, representing Hamilton Knucklehead Gym from Mattoon, Illinois, Kyle Leonetti.
Kyle Leonetti
Presenting
against Cody Roth.
Gym, welcome Cody Roth. Referee in charge of the actions, John Graves.
And so here we are, Cal Leonetti against Cody Roth, Belleville boxing. And this, I anticipate, will be a dandy. Both fighters come into this sport with a plan, I'm sure. Out comes Kyle. Look to maybe pressure a little bit. Kyle Leonetti. You see here, trying to use his reach is Cody. Cody Roth is trying to use his reach, trying to establish some distance between he and Kyle. So you see Kyle there, lunging with the right hand, missing. And again, doing a pretty decent job right now. Trying to keep him on the outside is Cody, but Kyle seems to, Kyle seems to be forcing the action here. I like what I see. These guys really trying to give some thought into the process of adding up points and doing what they'll need to do in order to come out on top. And there is Kyle. And I gotta tell you, Cody is doing a pretty good job right now of trying to keep that distance between he and Kyle. Good right hand right over the top there and gives it a little movement to go along with it. This is the novice bout. Novice bout scheduled 3 rounds, 2 minutes each round, and a pretty good round, I would say, for Cody. Not to mention that Kyle had some moments in his own there as well. I guess this brings back a lot of memory for sure. These guys are looking to advance here and go on and do some other things, some other tournaments. And certainly, this is what they will be able to do in terms of moving forward. I think it sets the pace for them to move forward. Seconds out. Kyle Leonetti and Cody Roth here at the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitational Championship round here. Cal comes out now, a little bit more urgency than he was in the first round, it seems as though.
There, Kyle, come over the top. Come over the top of that. Go with your offense, Kyle. Go a little bit, Kyle. Go, Kyle.
Kyle reaching a little bit. Coming up a little short. And again, Cody using his reach to try and keep Kyle on the outside. He's doing decently, pretty good job so far. Pretty good job so far. Good combination there. Good combination there by Kyle. Another right hand. Another right hand. He's warned for slapping with that right hand. There's a way you've got to be able to punch in the amateurs, and you've got to turn those punches over. It's got to be with the knuckle and not with the palm of the hand.
He's pushing just as much as we are.
Kyle Leonetti and Cody Roth here from Belleville. Kyle Leonetti is from Mantoon, Illinois. Cody Roth is from Belleville. And this is a closer fight. Hey, Reid. Hey, buddy. Come on over, thanks, man. How are you? Referee signals seconds out. Seconds for the corner man. Here we go. Cody Roth and Kyle Leonetti for the final round for the championship in the 201 plus pounds in the novice division here at the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitational. Kyle Leonetti forcing the action now. Feeling a little bit of urgency here.
We can't do nothing. Right back.
Cody trying to keep him on the outside. Has been doing well with that. But I think now that Kyle has closed the distance just a little bit.
Punches, Kyle. Punches, Kyle. Kyle. Punches.
Good shot there to the body by Kyle.
Punches. Jab, Kyle. Jab two, Kyle. Let's do it, Kyle. Slip, Kyle. Slip him, Kyle. Jab two, Kyle. Go, Kyle.
As Cody here still using his reach here as it would seem. And Kyle seems to corner him now and begin to throw punches to sort of close the gap, and he has closed the gap since the second round. Good body shot there. You can hear that from here. Cody now trying to use his distance, still trying to use his distance. Couple body shots by Cody. Good right hand over the top, and Kyle Leonetti here now. 10 seconds toward the end of the round. And this is a good fight between Kyle Leonetti and Cody Roth. Well, somebody's going to win it. And we're going to pause for just a moment for the decision, and we'll come back with open fighters Deonte Wellston against Darren Webb of Ohio.
To present the trophies for this particular round, we welcome the Assistant Chairman of the County Board of St. Clair, Mr. Lonnie Mosley. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we have a decision please, for these two outstanding athletes. And the decision goes to the red corner.
Live at the Jack and Joyner Center in East St. Louis, Illinois. As we get ready for our next fight, it's an open fight. Deonte Shanks versus Darren Webb from Ohio.
Here we go. Our match continues here at the Jack and Joyner Kersee Center here in St. Louis, Illinois. As he presented
Rita's gonna go. He can go after Rita. Okay. Is his wife with him? Get him over there, man. Sit over there. Oh, is that what
From Toledo, Ohio, welcome Darren Webb. Once again, you're up in charge of the action, Mr. John.
And so we have 80-pound open fighters for the championship. Deonte Shanks from Wellston in St. Louis, Missouri, and Darren Webb from the state of Ohio. And 80 pounds for the Arthur Johnson Boxing Championship. And out comes little Darren Webb. Darren Webb putting some punches together there against Deonte. And you can see little Darren Webb here wells away, and Deonte begins to fight back. So this fight has started off at a pretty fast and spectacular pace. You're going to be next. Take your little buddy up there with you?
Yeah, I'll take him up there.
All right.
A little hyper
Okay. All right. So I'm sitting here. My daughter, Rita Johnson, joins me live here. We're at the Jack and Joyner Center here in East St. Louis. You look at Darren Webb against Deonte Shanks, and I have my baby daughter with me, sitting alongside of me. And can you tell me what it is that you're seeing right now? I know you've seen this for a very long time, since you were a baby, or you were born into it.
Absolutely. Well, these young cats are putting in the work here. So it looks like, I guess he's in the red corner.
In the red corner, Deonte Shanks, and in the blue
Little Shanks is out here putting in some work. He's getting some good hits in, his jab, and he got a mean uppercut too. So doing a good job.
Little Darren Webb here, letting his hands go. Deonte Shanks putting some combinations together. And they are really welling these guys. Deonte seemed to turn that round around as little Darren Webb came out just firing early in the round, and Deonte seemed to finish much stronger than Darren. I don't know, you might score that first half for Darren and then that second half for Deonte. And so being here, looking at this, Rita, and by the way, I'm so proud of my daughter. She says she's the Assistant State's Attorney of Illinois, and there's some great things that are happening for her currently right now, which we really can't speak of. So we're looking at as we move forward here in this next round. What do you think Deonte has to do to continue to stay ahead if he's ahead?
You know, I think he just needs to keep doing what he's doing. His combinations are working for him. He's got a good jab. Just make sure he keeps his hands up. Yeah, he's doing everything right at this point. You know, just don't mess up.
Well, that would be the message, I suppose, his coach has already given him. Keep his hands up and keep punching away. Darren Webb. So, good combination by Deonte and little Webb here, letting his hands go as well. Darren Webb letting his hands go.
Second round or third round?
This is the second round. Good counter there by Darren Webb. Darren Webb against Deonte Shanks for the 80-pound title. Deonte from Wellston, St. Louis, Missouri. And Darren Webb from the state of Ohio. Mixing their punches up here. Good combination at the bell by Darren Webb. One more round to go, and this might hang in the balance. We will see. I think the winner of this next round might determine the winner of this championship. And so as we await the awaiting of the bell sound for round number 3. There's a great amount of expectancy in the air as we look down the line. Great lineup of bouts that we have this championship night. Out comes little Darren Webb now, knows he's got to make up. As he may have slacked a little bit in that second round. Seems to be coming back here a little bit more stronger in the third round. Darren Shanks still holding his own. Still holding his own. Good fight by these youngsters. Good fight. Good fight. Good combination by Darren Webb. Deonte Shanks holding, getting a warning from a referee there. Good combination of punches. Good combination. Good combination of punches by these youngsters. Oh, they got to be every bit of 11 and 12 years old. Brings back a lot of fun memories. 12 years old, that's when I got started. Of course, my daughter here is amazed by the punches that these little men are able to throw and take. Third round action here. Third round action. Third round action. And this seems to be a good fight. Good fight here. And so you're going to go up now and give the. That's it. No. Yeah, she's going to go, and then you're going to go after that.
Okay, well, good enough.
And we're going to be back right after this.
From this bout, Mr. Reid Johnson, the Assistant State Attorney of Illinois, the first and daughter of Arthur Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, applause for her. Hey man, come here for a second. Hey man. What a tremendous effort by these two young men. One second. How old are you? Wonderful job. And you? Terrific job. Round of applause for these guys. Always a great effort by Coach Lee and his staff. We have a decision, a tough decision, but a decision nonetheless. One more time, a round of applause for these two outstanding athletes. And I always say, doesn't apply to these kids, get in the gym, put down the guns, pick up the gloves, ladies and gentlemen. The decision goes to the blue corner. In the open division, 85 pounds, your winner by walkover, Quincy Page out of Wilson. For the 7th scheduled bout of the evening.
So we're here for the 7th bout of the evening. Lawan Rhodes versus Rodolfo Rivera. Lawan Rhodes from Wellston, St. Louis, Missouri. And Rodolfo Rivers, Beast Boxing in Chicago, Illinois. This ought to be a dandy.
And here we go, the athletes of the Joyner Kersee Center at East St. Louis, Illinois. Our 7th scheduled bout of the evening, 3 rounds of boxing at 106 pounds in the open division. Introducing first boxing out of the red corner, representing first Wellston Gym, Lawan Rhodes. All the way from Chicago, representing Beast Boxing, Rodolfo Rivera. Referee John Marshall.
So we're here about number 7 right before intermission.
The time to make an announcement. Possession is okay.
Okay. And there we have it. The end of the first round. LaJuan Rhodes versus Rodolfo Rivera. LaJuan Rhodes from Wellston, St. Louis, Missouri. Rodolfo Rivera from the Beast Boxing Club in Chicago, Illinois.
We get an intermission after this, and I'm going to bring you up, all right?
Yes.
You okay?
Yes, and then also you can mention that they can get some food out.
Sure.
Yeah. During that time. Yeah. So I'm going to bring up, So Arthur and Andrea Ramsey will present this.
Yeah, we got it.
But then there's after.
It's you.
No. There's going to be one more before me. His name is Kendall Granger.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me get my sheet.
Kendall.
Before you.
Yeah, before me. That'll be after the break. Kendall Caden.
Let's put that here. Kendall Granger. And where's he from?
He's a pastor. He's out of St. Louis.
Got it.
So after this fight, you can announce like intermission, you can grab something to eat, and it'll be a 15-minute intermission.
Got it. I'm gonna ring you up. I'm gonna ring you up at that time.
Okay, yeah, you can bring me up.
All right. You ready for that?
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah. And so here we are. These two fighters, LaJuan Rhodes and Rodolfo Rivera. Second round action here. Good combination punch thrown by both fighters. Rodolfo able to counter effectively there. And LaJuan Rhodes throwing punches, putting some punches together here. Rodolfo.
He's right up the road there.
Okay. Rodolfo Rivera against LaJuan Rhodes.
I think we're on intermission now, right?
Yeah, the next fight. The next fight will be intermission. LaJuan Rhodes, St. Louis, Missouri against Rodolfo Rivera, Chicago, Illinois. And the fight could hang in the balance right here with this last round action. Momentary break there by official John Marshall. You know, John Marshall has been doing this for a while. He is the chief official here at the St. Louis LBC Ozark 22. He is the official, chief official, should I say. show these kids Rodolfo Rivera and Lawan Rose putting up a good bout. Both fighters starting to feel the urgency now. Good, straight right hand by Lawan, and comes back Rodolfo to answer. And look at these kids' hands as they let him go, knowing that they both got to pick up the pace. And a good fight to the finish. Good fight to the finish. And I don't know, it might be a tough one to call. We'll have to see what happens. Ron Rose and Rodolfo.
The presenters are, respectfully, Pastor Arthur Ramsey, ladies and gentlemen. Present the trophies for that bout. One more time, an extraordinary display by two young athletes, by Coach Reid and Coach Deonte. We have a decision, a tough decision, but a decision nonetheless. To the red corner, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to take a brief intermission. Gives you a chance to visit our concession stand, ladies and gentlemen. Fine food here at the Jackie and Joyner Kersee Center. Train and support amateur athletes on their way up the ladder. The actual Flash Boxing Activity Center for Youth officially opened up June the 2nd, 2018. Arthur Johnson, to my left, has a long history of amateur professional boxing. He was the first Olympic boxer to retire and return 4 years later to win again, while with 3 world titles, ladies and gentlemen, while being trained by Jim Oldenburg. He has a grand total of 4 world titles. As a professional boxer, while managed and trained by he had an outstanding record of 22 wins against 6 losses, 14 wins by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Arthur Flash Johnson.
Thank you. I just want to thank everyone for coming out. I know that this time this is intermission, and by the way, if you're hungry, there's some great food out there in the concession, and you can find your way out there to it. Hey, I just want to thank everyone for coming out and participating. The Arthur Johnson Foundation has been doing this tournament for a few years now. We have a center. It's at 1721 State Street in East St. Louis, and the reason for that center is to really change the trajectory of a lot of young people that really don't have anything Boxing Invitational here as we look to take this tournament on the road. And you'll be looking or be hearing from us, and we'll be hopefully close by where some folks can still come to view it. And so again, thank you to everyone of the next remaining bouts after the intermission or some bending bouts. You don't want to miss it. So thank you again, everybody.
Looking for Keshawn and Tehran Gorman.
And so, after the intermission, Keshawn of Wellston, St. Louis, Missouri, at 110 pounds against Tehran Gorman of Ohio for the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitational. These are open fighters. There's only 2 divisions in amateur boxing now, novice and open. Novice and open divisions.
And here we go, the action continues here at the Joyner Kersee Center here in East St. Louis, Illinois. Our next bout of the evening, 200 rounds of boxing in the open division, 110 pounds, introducing first boxing out of the red corner, representing Wellston Gym, Keshawn to my left,
in the red corner,
Toledo, Ohio,
Tehran Gorman from Ohio, Toledo, Ohio. And so Keshawn, 110 pounds. Tehran, 110 pounds. These young men will battle it out for the championship of the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitational. Keshawn taking southpaw stand. Don't know if that's going to slow down Tehran. Although Keshawn appears to be a switch boxer. Keshawn throwing pretty good straight punches there, landing pretty good at the top of the head there of Tehran Gorman of Ohio. I think one of the things that Tehran has got to do is figure out which way he should be going with the southpaw. Sometimes that makes a huge difference in the way the outcome of the fight goes or turn out. Good combination there by Keshawn. We look at this, and these kids put in a lot of hard work just for the preparation of this championship tournament, and they come out here and give 100%. Good body shot by Keshawn, landing it again. And Tehran here, staying with them as much as he can as Keshawn forces the action here in the first round. Good combination at the bell. Ready now for second round action between Keshawn and Tehran Gorman from Toledo, Ohio. It has been a gang of fun, this tournament, and I should say this is the last time that the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitational will be held here for a while, and so some great things are on the horizon. We're excited about it, and our sponsors will enable us to take this tournament across the country, which has been a long-term dream of mine. Keshawn here, going to the body effectively here now. Good combination. Keshawn throwing the punches, Tehran. Tehran not able to get very much off, as it would seem. Now there he goes now, putting some punches together. Gorman. And breaking the action here as the headgear of Tehran Gorman comes loose. It has been a fun week, field week. Kids from around the country come in to compete for this Boxing Invitational Championship.
You want some, let me know. I'll hook you up.
Good punch being landed there by Gorman.
Let the Rangers stay up there after they present this one to give the walkover Jack O'Connell.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Am I correct?
Well, yeah, I mean,
because they're already going to be up there. It's up to you.
Okay.
It's up to you.
That'd be fine.
I can give it to Zane. Since we're going to already be up there. It's up to you.
Oh, well, Zane would be probably better.
Okay, let's do that then.
Yeah, okay.
But I got to bring up the same time as I bring them.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Good combination, good punches going. And so now the third round, and this round is, I think, a very important round for both fighters. Deonte Mays seems to have been the more effective one thus far, but Tehran Gorman is still in this fight, still very much in this fight, and will look to change things here in this final round. So here they go. We look to have a strong finish, the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitational. Tehran Gorman hanging in there. Keshawn Mays. Seems to be kind of taking control in this fight. as we come down the stretch. And so, good body shots by both fighters as we come to the end of this. End of this round and the end of this fight. Standing 8 count to sort of solidify things. Good fight by both fighters, and we will return for the next fight after this decision.
The pastor will be presenting the trophies for this particular bout. After 3 rounds of boxing, we have a decision, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause for these 2 terrific athletes. And the decision is all red. Presenting the award, Nevada and Kendall Ranger, pastors respectfully. Deonte Brown. From Beast Boxing from Chicago, Illinois.
Deonte Brown against Isaac Durama from Beast Boxing in Chicago, Illinois. So Deonte Brown from Wellston, St. Louis against Isaac Durama from Beast Boxing Club in Chicago, Illinois. This ought to be a dandy. Both fighters get ready to compete for the championship here at the Jacob Joyner Center for the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitation. And Isaac comes out.
There you go. Don't put that right hand. There you go. Pull straight back.
Isaac against Deonte.
Keep turning, baby. Good shot. There you go. There you go. Keep turning. Keep turning. Keep checking him as he come in. Good shot. There you go. Keep turning. Don't loop it. Don't loop it. Don't loop it. Don't loop it. Go it straight.
Good punches being thrown there by both fighters. Deonte Brown, Isaac Gurama. These two battled out for the championship, the right to be called champion.
Give me a side light. Give me a side light. Set it off the stick. Right back, catch it coming in with the right.
Gurama now on the go. Being warned there by the referee for slapping instead of turning it over. These young fighters have a great future to look forward to, I would surmise. Both of them, 16 and 17 years old. It's always encouraging to see fighters. Hey, Peter. It's always good to see. Hey, Peter.
Put them together, baby.
Good. Combinations, hands being put together by both fighters. Body shot by Deonte, and in comes Gurama.
All right, you see he ain't coming no more. You see that? You see that? Body shot, baby. Body shot. Work in there.
Good body shots, good head shot there by Isaac. These guys are going at it at this point. Good combination of punches. Deonte at the bell. That was a good round of boxing. It has been a good round of boxing here. Several good rounds of boxing. Both fighters. Being told by their corners what they got to do to increase their chances of winning. Now look at, as you can see, D there, Coach D from St. Louis, Missouri. Lots of conversations with him, as well as some of the kids he coaches. And out they come. Good combination of punches there thrown by Isaac. This is a good fight. Pretty good fight. Isaac against Deonte. Good combinations there. Hands being thrown.
Good shot. There you go. Nice. Off that check. Coming right in. Coming straight in.
Well, we look at this as a tournament that will continue to get better as we come to our close of the reign here. The Jackie Joyner Kersee Center in East St. Louis, Illinois. We look forward to taking it across the country. Being thankful. Good combination of punch by both fighters. Isaac landing some shots as well as Deonte landing some shots, and this is a close one to call. Good fight by both fighters. Really looking to outthink the other one, trying to outthink the other. That's a good punch thrown there by Mr. Deonte Brown. Isaac now trying to be poised. At some point here, you have to let your hands just flat out go. Want to not leave it so much in the hands of the judges, but rather to secure victory for one. So, winging away here, both fighters winging away at each other. Good second round. It's too close to call. Too close to call. We're going to take a small pause and get ready for round 3. And here we are for the final round. Deonte Brown against Isaac Guterama. Here we go. Close fight, close fight. So somebody's got to come on here and kind of have the judges decide what needs to be done. Isaac against Deonte Brown. Deonte Brown against Isaac Guterama. I think these guys, more so than throwing punches, is really just kind of been trying to land big shots. And really not the way to go in amateur boxing, in my estimation. You've got to let your hands go and throw punches and just let it go, let it wing. And pace is being picked up just a little bit here. That's what has to happen. That's what the judges look for in amateur boxing, so they can score. Good punches being thrown there by Deonte Brown. Moving forward, still moving forward. And Guterama here seems to be having a strong last round. Isaac against Deonte Brown. So Isaac and Deonte here. As we come down to the close of this round, pretty close fight indeed. Big shot there, land by Gudaranam. Good shot landed by Gudarama there. Big round for Gudarama. We're going to take a small pause and get the decision.
Is that the one you had on Facebook? Yeah. Well, on Facebook, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, I got it.
That's the one.
Well, that was special, wasn't it? Presenting the trophy for this particular contest is our own Arthur Johnson. A round of applause for these two absolute terrific athletes. The decision goes to the blue corner, Peace Box in Chicago. Davis, our winner by walkover for the 11th scheduled bout of the evening, Brandon Davis from Wellston. Here you go.
Party thing.
Round of applause, please, for Brandon Davis.
That means he wants to give you a truck.
Fucking Jack's truck, I'm sure there's that.
He wants to meet up with you for a beer, he's going to give you a truck.
It better be a good one.
And here we go. Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. Our co-main event of the evening. Three-minute rounds of boxing. The 65 pounds. First out of the
Every
right
truck
corner.
has got a guy.
Presenting Boston, Darren, Reid.
So here we are. We have Darren Green and Kenny Ussery. This one should be a good one. This one should be a good one right here. 160 pounds, 165 pounds, open division. We have Darren Green from Wellston Boxing Club, St. Louis, Missouri, and Kenny Ussery of 12th and Park Boxing Club in St. Louis, Missouri. So two St. Louisans go at it for the 160-pound title, the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitational. Here at the Joyner Kersee Center in East St. Louis, Illinois.
Lean on out. Keep going.
Okay. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming by, man. And so we have Darren Green against Kenny. Watch these kids. I've watched these kids grow up in this sport and see these two go at it for the title. It's quite amazing to see.
Just write his name out here for me, if you would. Gentleman just spoke of. St. Clair?
No, Arthur Johnson Foundation.
Okay, very good.
He's a board member.
Thank you, Arthur.
And so there they are. We're looking at him. Good combination of punches there, put together by Darren Green. Kenny is seems to be much more poised right now. They know they've got 3 minutes to work with. And at this level, you are pretty much a semi-pro boxer. Kenny and good combination of punches there.
Keep touching it with it, man. Don't abandon this damn jab. Keep touching it with it.
As you can see,
Keep touching it with that damn jab, man.
Darren trying to use his reach.
Keep touching it with it. There you go. Yes, sir. Let it go.
Darren trying to work his way in.
Right,
Kenny
big position.
trying to,
Back to the jab, man.
I suspect,
Aiming at the
plot a nice attack. You look at this fight, kind of thought it would materialize into something special. Great punches are being thrown, big punches being thrown by Darren. I have to say that Kenny hasn't had his moments in that round, but come back right after this.
my baby doing? How's my baby doing? I'm always back down. Come to me. My baby, I always got time for my baby. So I'm sitting here. I'm also doing the fight. Sit down.
So we're here. We are having lots of fun looking at this fight. Darren Green against Kenny Ussery. You can see their hands are going. And I am here enjoying the moment. Kenny trying to work his hand, trying to work his way in. And Darren standing on the outside and does a big shot by Darren. Big shot was more of a slap than a solid punch. Kind of makes that sound when it's not really turned over. Kenny again trying to be more poised. Good counter punch by Darren.
Step around. Don't play with him enough. Don't play with him. Slide out.
So we're watching. Pretty close fight up until this point.
There you go.
right off the top of the helmet of Kenny
Stay your pose. Stay your
by
pose.
Darren.
Stay your pose.
Darren Green against Kenny Ussery. Darren from the Wellston Boxing Club in St. Louis, Missouri. And Kenny is from 12th and Park in St. Louis, Missouri. Good straight punch there by Darren. Darren and Kenny. As you can see, this is a close fight. At some points, again, they got to let their hands go. They're going to have to let their hands go, and that is what Kenny is doing now. Beautiful. The action has been dynamic. One more fight after this one, and there goes the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitation for 2018.
Touch him everywhere with you.
All right, dog. All right, sweet. Thank you for sitting here with me. So, good round. I can see by Isaac. There was him, Isaac. Good round by Darren. I don't know. Of course, my mind is still reflecting back on Isaac, who was very impressive earlier tonight against Deonte. Winning a decision. Take home the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitation here at the Jacket Joyner Center in East St. Louis. So, one more round for these guys, Darren Green and Kenny Ussery. I should say Ussery. Kenny Ussery and Darren Green for the 160-pound title. This fight has been a great fight. A good fight, a good matchup I thought it would be. Both of these fighters has used their smarts inside of this ring.
Oh, hit him with that right when you come in like that.
This is going to have to be the round that a statement is made by Kenny. He expects to get this decision. Darren here, still boxing. He's been boxing with a brilliant lead. Catching Kenny with hot shots like that. So, we come to the close of this round. I think Darren has been more effective than Kenny has. For various reasons. He is strong at times. The jab, keeping Kenny on the outside, not allowing Kenny to get in and throw punches in the inside as he wants. He's kept him on the outside. And that has been the, I think, effectiveness of Darren. Kenny now. Moving his head, trying to come in. Pace picks up a little bit here. We come to the close of this round. Darren Green against Kenny Ussery here. 10 seconds. We're going to have a winner.
Checkpoint, man. That official lead. The concession stand is closing in about 15 minutes. It is now half price on all items at the concession stand. Make sure you stop by and say hello. The concession stand will be closing in approximately 20 minutes.
To present the trophy for our last bout is Mr. Wade, who is a board member of the Arthur Johnson Foundation. Give him a round of applause. Big kind of a loose goose night anyway, might as well go ahead. We live in a great amateur fighting town, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get much better than these two guys right here. And anything Boston brings to the ring is always outstanding. The decision goes to the red corner.
St. Louis. Hey man, hey bro, how you doing? What up, what beat you got? All right, great thing you're doing here, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks for coming out. Oh yeah. Anytime I can support. Sometimes I feel so nice. I want to talk something to you. I got soul, and I'm super bad.
Hey Tony. Hey Tony.
On behalf of the Arthur Johnson Foundation, we appreciate your patronage tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Give yourself a round of applause. This is in fact our main event of the evening. Reid, proven rounds of boxing in 170 pounds in the L division. Introducing first boxing out of the red corner from Mattoon, Illinois, Kersee Moses. Out of the blue corner, representing Darren, host, house gym, McGehee.
McGehee versus Kersee Moses for the last bout of the evening.
Go!
So the last fight of the evening. Last fight of the evening. Kersee Moses against McGehee, and this one will be what it will be, as you can see. Kersee trying to find the good body shot by McGehee. Kersee Moses. Good straight right hand by Kersee.
Keep it going, Mo.
McGehee fires back. Hey, look at this. Set up to be a good fight. Wild overhand right by Kersee. Just missing. Just missing.
You gotta work in there. You can't just shoot the two. Work in there. Yeah.
Good shot there by Kersee. Robert McGehee now.
Double jab. Double jab 2, 3. Let it go. Let it
Good
go.
body shot by
Way to put your hands up, man.
Robert McGehee. Body shots. Seem to be landing pretty good.
Come back, Kersee. Come back. Come back, Kersee. Go again. Follow through. Hold on left. You got it, Kersee. Defense, baby. You got it, Kersee. Jab to Kersee.
Another good body shot.
Way to put your hands up, man. Way to put your hands up.
Robert McGehee seems to be going to work here. Body shots, head shots. Kersee. Hanging in there. Good head shot by McGehee. Body shot again. Good first round by Robert McGehee. And then I believe Kersee will have to pick up the pace. He knows he's got to pick up the pace if he expects to turn this thing around.
Gotta throw more hands.
Last bout of the evening, and I said this earlier in the broadcast. The tournament will move on across the country and do some special things for our youth, which is what it has always been about for me and my wife. Get a chance to take pictures with all the champions here tonight after this bout.
25 up, back of the head, Rev. Pump one up. Come up, 25 up. Follow. Establish that jab. Establish it. Yeah, way to go. Establish it. He's afraid of it. He's afraid of it.
Kersee trying to put his punches together.
Back of the head, Rev.
Robert McGehee is just a busy fighter. Has been busy. That's the story of his amateur career, staying busy. Those hands moving.
Way to put your hands up. Way to put your hands up. Let it go. Keep doing that. There you go. Let it loose.
Body shot there by Robert. May have hurt Kersee Moses, may have slowed him down a bit. I'll tell you one thing about these kids from Mantoon, that they get themselves in some great shape. They're a big believer in conditioning. You can tell that. The shots that Kersee is taking, still staying in the fight. Throwing his punches back as well. Firing back as Robert McGehee appears to be pulling away with this one.
Keep it going. Let him flow. You got him. Don't let him. There you go. Now go. Don't let. Now go. Let him go. Last word. Now go.
Good fight. Good competition. We've seen some good fights here tonight. Body punches. Robert McGehee has been doing. takes the right hand just right over the top from Kersee. Back with a right hand of his own and another body shot downstairs. Again, pulling away with this victory. So we have a brief break here. Pause in the competition to be checked by the doctor to make sure he's okay. He's saying he's okay and he can continue.
Let your hands go, buddy. Let him go. Let your hands go. Let your hands go, Kersee. Pop, pop, pop.
Another combination of punches by McGehee. Another combination by McGehee. And we got one more round to go. We're going to take a brief pause here. Here at the Jacket Joyner Center in East St. Louis. I'm Arthur Johnson calling it for the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitational. Last bout of the evening.
Just gotta let your hands go. He can't outdo you.
Yeah.
Itching, ain't it? No? Said it's itching, ain't it?
He like, does it? Just like walked out. Oh, okay. It's funny. Where's Mom?
Look how tired he is,
Tell her to come
Mom.
up here because we're going to have to
Let your hands go.
with all the teams.
Right now?
Yeah, after this is over with, this is the last bout.
Okay.
We're going to take a picture with all the teams.
I thought she came in here because she said she was coming in here.
Tell her to come up here while I'm there. You know, because after this round.
Oh, she's over there. Okay.
All right, here we are. Last round. Robert McGehee against Kersee Moses. Robert's been putting punches together. Kersee's been staying with him. That's a good punch by Kersee there. He's going to have to let his hands go now if you expect this to be any kind of close. Robert McGehee seems to be pulling away, or has pulled away with this fight. Kersee's going to have to come up with something big here. Another good body shot. He has worked very well to the body, and he just kind of stayed with that plan just throughout the bout. Robert McGehee, Kersee Moses. Last round of action here at the Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitation in Jacket Joyner Center in East St. Louis, Illinois. As I said, Robert McGehee has stayed with the body attack throughout this fight. And I think he's done very well with it. Great body shots by Robert. And then comes back up to the head. He's really kind of mixing up his attack, and he's been very effective with that. And I think this one may be a foregone conclusion. A lot of things going on in that corner of Kersee there, trying to yell out instructions to get him to turn things around. I just think he's just outdone here, outdone by Robert McGehee. There's a standing 8 count. trying to close the show now. Robert will try to close the show. And you can see here, 10 seconds to go. We come to the close of this fight and the tournament. The Arthur Johnson Boxing Invitation, a great close by Robert. Again, I don't think there'll be any secret of who won this one. Robert McGehee. Great tournament. I want to thank everybody once again for all their support, all their sponsors. We got Pepsi, we got Great Eagle Distribution, we got Casino Queen. They have the Monitor newspaper here in East St. Louis. We want to thank all those folks. Mrs. I should say. Deborah Barrel Shine.
Once again for your attendance.
Huge sponsor. Just a number of people. Pizza Hut, to name a few. And so after this decision, my anticipation is that Robert McGehee has defeated Casey Moses. So we'll have pictures and we will look to expand on our rising. And thank you all. And that's the champion, Robert McGehee. No surprise. And I want to say it has been great hosting this tournament here in East St. Louis, Illinois, and we'll look for greater things. In the future as we move this tournament across the country. Thank you for coming. Thank you, and good night, everybody.
Pizza Hut for their support. I would like to ask Arthur Johnson
She just saying hi.
and his lovely bride to please fill the ring.
Is everything okay?
Yep, everything's good. I'll get her, Dad. Don't worry.
And I would like, if they are still here, all the winners of tonight's bouts to please come into the ring for a photo op. If you're still here, if you're a winner this evening, please come into the ring. So Mr. and Mrs. Johnson can get a photo opportunity with you. Good job. Coach, to your people here, the winners here, your kids still here. Ten bouts, sir.